rush is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Again, that's Watkins.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Quez Watkins.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense.
They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On the double. Red cycle. Classic 6. On red. Complete.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. to start the drive. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be like,
touchdown! Quez Watkins with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Cardinals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown to the other side.
Usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll run for it with Henry. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Quez Watkins
doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good for the Miami Dolphins. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey,
in motion, Hill. Play action. Now it's Lance.
And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
38.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Striker, 3-3. Blue striker.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Lance. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
2nd and 9 now. He's got the connection to Moore. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time. Right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes coming your way, too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Right, 97.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
17. Green jack. Red, yellow. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Lance now to throw.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Right, right. Black ultra.
Another try after the first down sack.
Lance.
And going deep for Hill. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
Hurry.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Okay. Right.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Red, red. Red, cycle.
Lance looking to throw it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EAs.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off of play action, here's Lance. They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got Higbee complete right side. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On second down, a run with Gibson. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Sometimes there's a different intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Holding, offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Once more, Gibson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They coming off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
He's got a man, complete, 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And the lead will shrink to 6. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort results in the touchdown. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
On the draw, it's Gibson.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because you know the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Lance. Open man downfield is Hill. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Ultra, hey, full field.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
2nd down and goal. Lance. Touchdown!
Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay. It's
okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in. Had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Garden would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come. Back now in Miami. This offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4.
The kick by Sanders is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So now here come the Dolphins.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll start with the option.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the fourth quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the fourth quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Green back. Red, yellow. Blue, black.
Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Lance.
And connecting here with DJ Shark.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as he'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Yeah, here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
Now Hill to return it.
A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So the Dolphins now down by 2. And time, a huge factor.
Lance back to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now Lance.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
Hurry up.
Here's Lance.
And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. He'll look to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Calling a gain of a yard, and it's second down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.